know. OMG, I am so excited. It is a brand new season of Royalty with Tiff, Hannah, and Big D. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I have my cup too. Not to leave you out or anything, Hannah, but welcome, guys. Welcome back to a brand new season of Royalty. Remember, before we get started, like, subscribe, and comment. I am your host, Tiffany.
And I am your other host, Derek F., a.k.a. Big D.
And I was your third host. Now I kind of pop in and out, but this will always be home. This will always be family. My name's Hannah. Some of you may know me as Chada. And we are the better half of the pickup.
And you heard it here. And we stand beside that. I'm going to stand beside it. No offense to the other half.
I mean, we do eat, okay? We do eat. Now, listen, guys. Just a bit. I'm so excited. We are on a new season of Big Brother 26, a new cast, a new logo for the Heavy Crown Network, a new logo for Royalty, even a new introduction video, as you guys saw. Everything is new for this season. So we have finally got our ish together after, I would say, 2 years. So excited for everyone to be here. And shout out, as Tiffany will always say, to the Royal Court. So everybody that is watching this, who has helped us, been here since day one, still going, we are so glad. So guys, a new season, that means 3 years we have been out that house.
Well, not quite.
No? Oh, yeah.
Give us the math, Hannah.
2 years, 9 months.
So 3 years of us. This is our third year going in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Two full seasons have passed since we were in that house.
Thank you for making that make sense.
We obviously recapped BB25 last summer. Did we recap BB24?
We didn't, but we did BB Cam.
Okay.
So we were just starting with babies.
I did 24 on Winter Circle.
Okay,
and then I did 24 with Rachel and Jason. So that's why I'm like, no, we definitely talked about 24.
So
but
we started
it's just crazy.
with 25.
Yeah.
We started with BB Can, but yeah.
Well, happy anniversary.
25. Yeah.
Happy anniversary. This is season 3 for us. I'm counting this as season 3.
I can't believe that we've known each other for 3 years. We met each other pretty much 3 years ago. It does feel, though, that you guys have been a part of my life from the beginning, which I know I didn't exist for that many years before the Big Brother house, but it really does feel like you guys have been there from the jump. So
I literally told Xavier, like, I legitimately feel like I have siblings, like, that I was born with. I feel like y'all are my siblings. I don't know how to explain it. Like, y'all are family. We are family.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's nothing there's nothing I don't share, I think, like, y'all are my people I go to, but I love you. And I love you guys. It's a blessing.
I also wonder if, and I love you too. Just thinking.
Anyway, I wonder if
I was like, no.
So yeah. Anyway, I got a thought.
I love you. I love you both. That goes without saying. I tell you all the time, and maybe sometimes I don't tell you, but you guys know that I love you and I adore both of you, and I adore the six.
Come on, I also wonder.
But I also wonder if any other group shares. I don't want to say the same bond as us, because every bond is going to be unique. Obviously, some showcase, what are they called? Showmances have come out of the house. They're married. They have kids.
Yeah,
that's a very
like an alliance, kind of.
Yeah, or just more than a duo.
So,
a
like,
season, but also just more than 2 people.
That's not a showmance.
Well, we have Cody and Derek. I know they're very close. There have been other duos that have been able to maintain their relationship as the years have gone by, but I don't know if there's ever been a group larger than 2 ever that's still as close as the 6 of us are.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah, it's very refreshing.
It's a bond that is unexplainable. But it is identifiable. You know it. Like, you say cookout, it's like, And
I would say this: I know people think, like, we fight just like regular families. We have our ups, we have our downs, we have
we're not gonna talk about
a lot of
downs in between. But yes, okay. And we sometimes
but we
make
always
mistakes.
up though. We always
but we
up.
are always
even
up.
when we down, we up.
Yes, and we always find a way.
We might take the subway in the wrong direction, but we find our way back uptown.
Okay. But I will say this. I'm just very thankful to God to letting us meet each other. And, you know, thank you to the Big Brother family. Thank you to CBS. Yeah. Thank you to everybody that has looked out for us and also has gave us these platforms. And, you know, I'm very excited. So hopefully, you never know. There might be, looking at 26, there might be a group of maybe more than 6 people that end up doing what we did, but, you know,
probably
better.
Not.
So I want to piggyback off of you, Big D, before we get into that. I do want to shout out because it is like, it was almost like we were ordained together and birthed in this place and it was meant to be. But I want to also thank the people who accepted the message and made it happen and saw that we belonged together. Shout out to CBS. Shout out to Big Brother. Shout out to our house productions. Shout out to the people who allowed this to happen. So,
for sure, we're forever grateful to you.
We are.
And I guess shout out. Well, the last thing, shout out to the fans for just continuing to support us. And I don't mean fans of us. I mean fans of the show.
Yeah, yes, the people who have supported us. I have some people who have been with me from day one. And I'm like, you are my people. They're like, you're my fave. I'm like, you're my fave. Mm-hmm. Y'all are my fave. I thank you to the people who have stuck beside us, who have recognized that we family, we humans, we're people, we air, and you still are like, but I see the good in you, and I see that I still see you for you. I still rock with you. I still love you. I love
Amen.
y'all
Hallelujah.
for that.
Especially seeing the good in me, okay? Especially seeing the good in me. Because, you know, I went through the trenches to get here. So I'm very happy.
They really got to do this with their eyes. You said to see the good in you. Like contact solution.
You got some glasses over there?
They were like this. They were like, Tiffany's doing what with Big D? They were like, Tiffany's doing what with Big D? Oh, I don't know if I can support that. Because she's doing it with Big D. So I appreciate everybody that has like opened their eyes to see all of us and see that we are human. I also want to tell everybody, do not forget this week, this Wednesday and Thursday, Ozzy will be hosting a Big Brother party like no other. The lineup is fire. I get to see my Hannah Banana soon. You know, there's going to be other surprises. So I would not miss out on this. Okay, guys? I'm telling you, you never know who might pop up.
No, I'm telling you guys, you want to show up. We'll be there.
Y'all better support Ozzy's house chops.
Okay.
It is going to be people in that mug.
In that mug.
In there.
All right.
Get in there. Now, they going to be in there. In there.
Tiffany, speaking of getting in there, we are here for business. So, guys, we have a new house. New look at the house, which you already know what it looks like. Everybody knows what it looks like. But we got the cast revealed today, okay? Yep. Now, Hannah, if you want to start us off, it looks like there's 16 house guests. I know there's some predictions, which we can get into it. There's about 18 beds, and then there's still a special house guest that we have not seen. But let's get into it. Hannah, you want to start us off? Okay. Let's go.
Yes, of course. Well, the Royalty / Heavy Crowd Network are super, super excited to be back covering a whole new season with a whole new crop of house guests that eventually we will welcome into this highly dysfunctional, functional family that we call the BB alum community. But I just can't wait to analyze everyone's gameplay this season and analyze the social dynamics of it all. And as we know, Big Brother is a microcosm of society. And so you get to see the real world in this very condensed, compact, controlled environment. It's fascinating. That's why it will forever be my favorite show. And I'm just very blessed that I get to do this again with you guys. So with that being said,
and wait, Hannah, let me just say one more thing before you go. I'm so sorry. Just so you guys know, we are going to play maybe 30 to 40 seconds of each house guest. Please keep in mind that this is based on our impressions. We understand that these people can change as the game goes on. I am giving my first disclosure. Usually I don't give a crap about disclosures, but I want people to understand this is how each of us individually feel about each house guest. don't take it like, oh my God, they feel about this person constantly, because we can end up watching the game and go, oh my God, I love them. I cannot wait to meet them outside the house. Or we might go, I don't care to meet them. And that's just what it is. So, sorry, Hannah, please continue. I apologize.
No, you're fine. Obviously, these are just first impressions. Everything probably will change. Oh, wait, I do have one question for you guys. I know I keep getting distracted, but what do you guys think about the theme and what do you guys think about the house?
Oh, I think the house is cute. I love the house. They got a lot of comfortable, me and Big D were talking about that, but I'll let him. But a lot of cozy places. There are couches and sofas and chairs and everything just looks so comfortable, except that one room where all the beds are kind of like lined up together. That looks a little dangerous. And then one is in the corner where you kind of got to scoot out of the corner to get down. I don't know. Haven't been inside. I liked it.
Yeah.
I agree. There were so many opportunities for me to sleep. I am very disappointed. I'm just very upset. I will say this. That kitchen, only thing I don't care for is those kitchen chairs. Because I think about like my ass. I'm always thinking about myself. I'm sorry, but like the chairs just look really
You know what I'm saying? I'll be thinking about nobody else's ass. But when I think about my ass, I know my ass couldn't sit in them kitchen chairs.
I'm just saying they look, I'm not gonna lie, they look cheap. That's all. But everything else, I loved it.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna,
I need
but I was jealous.
Big old hefty chairs. I can't
my
sit in
ass
no little
was like,
two-piece chair. I need a four-legged chair. Them was two-legged chairs.
Yeah, girl. I need a flat chair, not no oval where like you can't even fit your whole thighs on it. Absolutely not.
I need a big old square for this ass.
Yes, just plenty of opportunities to sleep, Hannah. But what is your thoughts on the house, Hannah?
Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't care for my old room. That bed, like the wooden like jungle safari. I was like, how do you get in and out those beds? Like somebody look like they're gonna break their neck. To be honest,
right, for my ass, because I got to have a big old bed, big old strong, built to the floor bed, cemented on rocks.
I had a couch bed. If you remember, they made that bed.
I had a couch bed. They had to come
me.
fix that bed too. And I
Wait,
needed one
Tiffany.
Yes.
Remember Rick Ross? He said a triple K.
F you guys.
Know that was so unhinged to say until everybody in the room was like, Tiffany. I was like, I'm just saying. I think about that was a lot of bed for my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Hannah, what's your thoughts on the house so we get to the cast? What's your thoughts on the theme of the house?
God. Oh my God, that made me laugh. Okay, I do think that the house always looks better on TV than it does in person.
Okay.
So I don't know how the cast is going to feel about the house, but it photographs very nicely. I like the little unicorn room. I can't remember exactly what the open room looks like, but
I think it's the beds that are on I thought that was those beds.
Like, what's the theme? Do we know the theme of the open room?
The theme is supposed to be the theme is supposed to be AI, like futuristic type of theme
for the open room,
for the
room
house,
that you said you call the
sauna.
We were talking about that open room, Big D.
Damn, we were talking about it.
It's not the
I don't know
unicorn room.
exactly.
The pictures?
No. The unicorn room is it's fine.
Yeah.
The unicorn room is the side room. I think that's cute. The Joker's room, I still call it the Joker's room. That looks slightly uncomfortable. I can't remember what the open room looks like at this moment, but the house just looks nice.
It does.
Nicer
and
than
I think
ours.
that the house guest,
right.
Yes.
You know what? Here's my prediction. And we'll know in a few days, but my prediction is they have all this comfortable seating in all of these places to sit because they're going to be, I think there are going to be a lot of house guests. They're saying they showed us 16. They're saying a 17th house guest. I think that, and then because Big Brother likes for you to utilize their twist, there's gonna be a 17th house guest.
Yeah.
It's like when Frenchie had to roll the dice, and then he was like, I don't know if I want to. And they was like, roll the dice.
Do it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, do you guys think it's going to be some sort of like AI house guest that zooms in and maybe just like gives them a twist for each week? I don't think it's going to be a 17th player.
It might be us.
I agree with that.
We might be the 17th
like
house.
America
hasn't had anything to do with Big Brother in a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
I agree.
But I don't think a
agree.
17th person will be walking into that house.
No.
I do think it's going to be 18 people.
Oh.
So you still
do you know
think
something we
17?
don't? Or this is just hypothetical?
I think I saw 18 beds.
But
how many
here's
were
the thing
on
about
our
the 18
season?
bed? There was like 17 if you include the
17.
HOH bed. So here's the thing I will say about that. I believe that obviously there's 18 in total, and one has to be for this like probably a robot. Like I could see them with like how Sam had a robot wheel in. I could see a robot coming in, but that's my predictions. I think all these predictions that you guys are giving are definitely accurate. Knowing how Big Brother is, which I understand, sometimes I wish they would just put the people in the house and let's get it rocking and rolling. I know they always want to
without all these
let's
twists.
do something different. Let's do this twist. Let's do baby. Just put them in the house and let them do their
Wait a second,
thing,
didn't they about the twist? Didn't they say that the house guests, like the 16 that were cast, would have the opportunity to vote a house guest in?
Yeah.
So I guess how would the 17th then be an AI house guest?
Oh, well, because it's AI. That part, you don't. It's not a physical person you have to bring in, right?
But like, how would they vote for that?
Maybe they're like,
what
do
would
you
the
want
alternative?
more
Maybe they
house
don't
guests?
know. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they get a this or they get a 17th house guest. Maybe like one of them goes home right now, or you get a 17th house guest that comes in and plays this game. And maybe they're like, nah, we just gonna have to have another person. I got to get up out of here, but I don't want it to be me.
Yeah.
I think that's right too. Yeah. So I mean, I like
We'll
the
see.
theme.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll get to it. So we'll see. We'll find out on Wednesday. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Let's meet these house guests.
Let's do it. Okay, so first up, we have a Brooklyn Rivera. She is 34 years old. She is originally from Covington, Georgia, but she currently resides in Dallas, Texas. So she's a Southern girl. I don't know for how long. And her occupation is a business administrator.
Okay. All right. Let's listen to her, or let's watch her video, excuse me, and let's go.
I am going to be the next Big Brother winner because I am resilient, I am a little bit stubborn, and I don't do anything half-ass. So coming here, leaving my family for almost 100 days or more is enough fuel in the tank to get me all the way to the end. My strategy in the Big Brother house is definitely going to be to use my conversation as a secret weapon. I like to say I'm a girl's girl, but more than that, I'm a people's people. So getting to know people inside the game, but also outside of the game. I feel like when you mix in normal day-to-day life and learn about them, they will want to keep you because they want to keep a piece of something that's not in.
Okay. What is everyone's thoughts on Jasmine?
She does look a lot like Jasmine.
That's my thought. I keep thinking that this, I don't care what anybody says. I guess I'll just give my thoughts. This, Brooklyn looks like Jasmine. It is giving Jasmine. She got a family. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, I actually text Jasmine today to say, Jasmine, I think they literally made another clone of you. So, but based on what she said on the game,
that they liked Jasmine and wanted to like bring her. That to me, that's like them bringing you back. You know?
Yes,
keep you,
I agree.
Yes, she's a part of the Jasmine tree.
Yes.
Wait, did I say she was from Covington, Georgia, or Covington, California?
Georgia.
I said Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Georgia.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you said Georgia.
Because she
and
is.
then
Yeah,
Texas
she is. Okay.
is where she resides
yes,
now.
and then Texas, yes.
You said she's
Southern
34?
girl.
Yes.
Yes, 34.
And Big D, you said she's got a family.
She does have a family, as we heard. So, I mean, it definitely is. I'm so, like, based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's going to bring that family, you know, how she, you know, she's like, I'm leaving my kids for 100 days. Like,
oh, yeah. She's got a wedding ring on. She's definitely, she's got a family. I know. So she's married. I think, was it my turn? Oh, I think that she does remind me of Jasmine. I do think that her being she carries herself well. She seems to be very comfortable with herself. She does remind me of like a mother almost, where she has like this confident nature about who she is and like how she can get along with people, because she seems like she's raised some kids, or she deals with children or something. But she also seems business to me too, like matter of fact. I think that she has the capabilities to go far. I do. Provided that I think she may want to just stay evenly on the radar, like not fall or be too high, because she's pretty, she's smart, she's coming in competitive. She can be viewed as a threat. I do think she's a threat.
Yeah. Derek?
Hannah? No, like I said before, I already said my thoughts. I definitely think she reminds me of Jasmine. I agree with Tiffany is saying. Definitely going to give us she does want to seem like a threat, but she's going to probably give off a threat. I also think that she's not going to, once again, I always see the type of people, she's not going to play no games. She's like, I want to win this money. She'll do what she needs to do, but she's not going to play games when it comes to making moves or things like that. That's what I got.
Okay. Very fair. I agree with both of you. I just didn't want to be like automatically. I just blinked. Would you mind cutting that part out? Okay, thank you. I apologize. I'm sorry. I've been up for so long working. But
oh, she got her bracelet on. I do too. I got my bracelet on, Hannah.
So cute, so cute. Okay. Let me start over. Okay. So sorry. I didn't want to automatically assume that she had kids and she meant kids by saying that she was leaving her family at home. Yeah. So I just wanted to fact check that. But she does have a very warm smile. It seems like she has a comforting, confident presence to her. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like the answers that she gave necessarily tell us that much about how she's going to be as a player. We're more so inferring how she's going to be as a roommate, as a person in the house. But I just feel like her answers were a bit generic, so I don't really have further comment.
That might be good gameplay too, if she keeps her answers generic when she's in the house. Like she doesn't seem like, I'm trying to jump out there and get the attention. She's not trying to get a go viral. She's like, she seems like.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Well, she did say one thing, just to piggyback off what you were saying. She did say that she wants to bring she said the one thing people like is to have a piece of home. So it sounds like she wants to kind of play on people's feelings and things like that, which I think that's important. Level. So, Hannah, who do we have next?
Okay, so next we have someone who I have actually seen on my TikTok before, and I've liked some of his videos because he makes TikToks about music and about different songs that he's discovered. So I'm a fan. His name is Cam Sullivan-Brown. He's 25 years old. He does not look like he's 25 years old. He looks much older.
How old does he look?
He's older than me. That's for sure.
Yeah, he definitely looks
I don't know what it is.
My baby, to be honest.
I'm not trying to shade this cast, but there are some youngins who look older.
True.
I don't know why. Just older.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What
TV does add years to you, though, doesn't it? Does TV add years to you? No,
it adds pounds.
Well, never mind.
It doesn't add years.
Oh. It definitely adds pounds. It definitely adds pounds, okay? Pounds. Oopa Loopa pounds. Fat Albert pounds.
Well, not all the pounds, like 5.
No, girl, I had like 25, okay? Had me out there looking like a box. My ass is looking huge, okay? Had me looking like a damn wildebeest. Now, I'm going to play. Go ahead.
Wait,
what is Cam? Yep.
Where's he from? Yeah, so Cam is from Bowie, Maryland. I don't know if that's in the DMV, but if it is part of the DMV, then...
Oh,
he has my stand card. Well, no. Actually, I don't want to say he has my stand card. I am not standing anyone until I get to know them. I learned that
in life over here. Yeah. I'm never standing. I
support. Never standing you.
He has my support card.
Yeah.
He has my support card because of the fact that I know him from TikTok, and also because he's from Maryland. I live in the DMV now, and he is a physical therapist.
Oh,
so he's a doctor of sorts.
Okay. Let's get to his video, guys.
Let's listen to it.
I'm going to win Big Brother because I'm charismatic, I'm suave, and I can get along with everybody. Plus, I'm super competitive, so the competitions are going to be mine. That's why I'm going to win Big Brother. My strategy is going to be to get into a big alliance, but with the mature people, with the older people, a lot of moms and stuff, because they're really good puppet masters. So that's one of my biggest strategies. And then maybe a showmance, maybe a bromance, maybe something here or there. But that'll be my biggest strategy, to get into an alliance with a lot of the older people in the house.
Okay, that's Cam, everybody.
Yes.
What's your thoughts?
Yes. Okay, can I go first? I
Yes.
don't think I have ever heard a young person verbalize that they want their closest ally to be one of, if not the oldest person in the house. I know that was something that I said during my interviews. I haven't watched any of my press stuff, so I don't know if that made the cut. I don't know if the audience was aware
And
that...
not you succeeding.
Well, no, Frenchie was the oldest person on our cast. Not you. You and I were the same age.
The whole cookout. You was like,
yeah,
all these old people.
Well, okay, so I didn't want to join an alliance full of the oldest people in the house, but I knew that I wanted my number one ally to be on the older side, because they would balance me out in a way. They could teach me things that I had not yet learned about life. Up until that point, they would probably have a different side of the house or be on a different side of the house than myself. So that's something that I was adamant about. And I think statistics show in this game, based on my conversations with Taryn, that strategy does work when it's implemented. We saw Derek and Cody. There was me and you, Tiffany. I know we didn't win, but we should have. Just kidding. But yeah, so I really like that. I'm not a huge fan of the whole, I want to be in this large alliance. I'm looking for a showmance. I'm looking for a bromance. I also do wonder, is he on Big Brother because he's a fan or because he wants to boost his social media following? I'm a bit skeptical, but I am excited to see what he brings to the table, even if he doesn't win, because I'm not really getting winner from him.
Okay.
Tiff?
I am getting Devin from him. Like playing, like being very self-assured and confident, almost on the verge of a little cocky. You know, if you know these things, you kind of want to downplay those things, or you want to say like, yeah, I'm a threat, I'm this, I'm that, but I don't want to bring that out because I know that's going to put a target on me. He's like, yeah, whatever, I'm a this, so that's why I'm gonna win. I just hope he doesn't play too hard too soon. I hope he does know the game of Big Brother for his game's sake. And I'm interested to see how he sticks to his strategy going into the house.
I agree with both of y'all statements. I think because, like Hannah said, I saw him on TikTok. I mean, to be honest, this kid got a big following. He probably has, coming in the house, I've never seen a house guest have this big of a following already. So I'm a little worried. Does he know the game, or is he somebody that, I'm going to say it, like we just put in there to kind of just boost more followers to watch the show? That's what I think, straight up. But we'll see. He's giving us that vibe. Let's see what he got. All right, Hannah, what we got next?
Okay, we have Chelsea Bayhem. Forgive me for mispronouncing her name. She is 27 years old. She is from Rancho Cucamonga, California, so close to Los Angeles. And she is a nonprofit director. Let's hear from Chelsea.
I'm going to win Big Brother for a few reasons. Number one, I'm a super fan. But number two, I have a little mixture of a great social game, I believe, and I'm competitive. Put those two together, you got a winner, BB26. The kind of game I'm going to play in the Big Brother house is a really smart and strategic game. I'm going to try to come in, build as many relationships as possible, try to not cause any fights, any riots, lay low, and then when I need a win, oh, baby, I'm going to win.
Oh, she's giving.
Okay,
I don't plan on winning anything. She gives. I don't plan on losing anything. I lost.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. No, wait. No. I'm sorry, guys, because anytime someone says I plan on playing a smart and strategic game, what, as opposed to a dumb and complacent game, like I mean, that kind of goes without saying. Like, if you're auditioning for something, yeah, you plan on being good at it. I would hope so.
Yeah.
So I know we've only gotten through 3 so far. I just don't feel like I'm really getting anything of substance from these people when it comes to the game. I am enjoying watching them, learning about them as people, but I'm not getting much from them in terms of how they're going to navigate.
I'm still auditioning.
It's giving. I'm not. Maybe they're nervous, but I would like a little more thoughtfulness from these people.
They're giving those audition answers, like when we're in front and they're like, okay, so tells you like, oh my God, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna kill it. I'm telling you, I don't think I've never seen that. Anybody like me before.
I don't think I ever once said that. I think I was like, I'm not gonna go in there and kill it because you're never going to be, I literally said, you're never going to be the smartest. You're never going to be the dumbest. You're never going to be the prettiest. You're never going to be the ugliest. So I just said, like, expect mediocrity from me. And I think that's how you win the game.
And they were like, get her in this house now.
And at least it's a strategy and it's a deeper level of thinking than I'm strong, I'm competitive, I'm smart.
And I'm smart. Well, again,
everybody
as opposed
said
to
that
dumb.
So far.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't really get
think?
that.
I agree with you guys. I'm not gonna lie. When I listen to her, I want to laugh. Like
I was getting Frenchy.
I
was getting Frenchy because how he's got all these strategies.
Yeah. I'm also getting Brittany too a little bit. Like, but I do like her energy. She did give me a lot of energy. I don't know. Like what she's saying, it sounds like, can I be honest? It kind of sounds like I'm just excited to be here on reality TV. Mm-hmm. That's what it's giving.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she's just excited to be in the house. Like maybe she is just excited to be in Big Brother, and I love that.
I'm sorry with my talking ass.
No. Go ahead.
I got that. Sorry, Hannah, for cutting you off. I'm getting I'm going in here. I'm not getting a genuine personality yet. That's just how I feel, and I could be wrong. Like it's still fresh. It's still new. I feel like she's gonna go in there and like try to be, hey, everybody's friend, da, da, da. And then one day she gonna feel like being herself, and she gonna be like, what? Nah. And like somebody's gonna be like, what's the matter? Like
nobody know how to say hello.
Y'all don't know how to say good morning.
Good morning.
Like to us, like. Show us you, but I think that they haven't gotten that. We know the mind frame that they're in because this is the day that they've just got in front of the camera, and so you're in this mode of being in front of the camera and trying to say the right thing. We got to give them time. The ice ain't broken yet. That's all I'm giving. Yeah.
Oh,
she's bubbly though. She's cheerful.
Yes. Yeah.
She is cheerful. That's what I said. She's giving me Brittany, and I love it. Yeah. But we'll see. But I agree.
Okay,
all right.
Come on.
Jana, who we got next?
Okay, so now we have... Tiff was cracking me up about Joseph earlier, but...
I can't wait to hear about it because I got so much to say. Okay. I have so much to say. I don't even
remember what I said.
Oh, you'll see it.
You'll remember. So we have a Joseph Rodriguez. He is 30 years old. He is from Tampa, Florida, and he is a video store clerk.
I'm going to win Big Brother because I feel like in each of the categories, strategic, social, physical, I'm good enough in all of them, but not super overbearing to where people will notice how good I am at any of those categories, and I'll be able to sneak up on them. My general strategy going into the Big Brother game is going to be to kind of play coy at first. I'm not going to tell people that I'm a huge fan of the show, which I totally am, so that they don't see me as a threat. I'm going to try to just be low key, but then when I see my moment, go all in and make the big move when I see that it's open.
Tiff?
Okay.
Oh, alrighty. I think he's actually being authentic about who he is and how he plans to play. He seems like he's tall. He looks like he's strong. I don't think he'd have too much difficulty doing Big Brother competitions. I think that he's right. Like, I'm going to play good at stuff, maybe like an Xavier game. I know I can be good at stuff, but I'm going to act like I'm not until I kind of need to be, and I sneak up on people. And then he's like, I'm a super fan, but I'm not going to let anybody know. He has this kind of laid back thing about him where I think he can definitely get away with that. Video store manager I've never seen. I ain't seen a video store since 1994. What Blockbusters is closed. I don't know what he's talking about.
Girl.
He is lying to us too. So he came in the game. He tricked production because they really put that up there. Video store. What video store? I ain't never. What is a video store? Radio Shack.
No, but he could work. He could work at an adult video store based on that mustache it is. I'm telling you. You never know where he works.
Adult video stores have turned into OnlyFans.
I'm just telling you, never know.
Do they have physical adult video stores?
They do.
Anymore?
I know one right downtown in Philly. There is definitely.
Oh,
they still have
okay.
it in
You
these
frequent
like.
it?
No,
you know what?
But
the way he got his polo buttoned all the way up to the esophagus, I'm going for. He probably does. It's probably one of those.
Thank you. So let's just
With
wait and
that,
see.
and that, okay, I'm not judging. I'm just saying. He is giving video store. I don't know what kind of video store. I have not seen the video store since '94, but he does give me video store. He got the Eastbound and Down mustache going on over here.
What's it called? Lucha Lupe? Whatever the wrestler was, Lupa, whatever.
No,
that's what it's giving.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Oh my Lord.
Okay.
Okay. So
Joseph giving
Rodriguez.
strategy to me.
Yes.
I agree. He's given strategy.
So
he was able to say lay low. He was able to do all that. I appreciate that. It sounds like he got the game, of what he needs to do. He's sitting back, laying back, which he seems like he's kind of going to be very reserved, and he's going to watch and see how this goes. Love that. Hannah?
Yes. Okay. He has, as both of you said, a very laid back demeanor to him. And that's something that's very comforting in the game. That's something that's not going to overwhelm the other house guests. Yeah. But it doesn't seem like he's so reserved in the sense that he's going to sketch some people out because he's almost too quiet. Right. He just has that ease about him. So I could see him going far. I do worry that as a super fan of the show, if he is telling the truth, that may also kind of cloud the way that he approaches the game. Maybe he has all these strategies that he's admired, that he wants to try out, and then it's too much too fast. I hope he doesn't do that, but I see him going far. And he recognizes that Big Brother is a game of mediocrity. You need to be good. You can't be the best. And you surely can't come in saying, I'm the this, I'm the that, when you haven't met your other house guests. Then I just feel like you're being dishonest.
I don't plan on losing anything.
Yeah. I lost. So we'll see if he loses.
Do you feel like, Hannah, based on what you just...
hopes.
I'm sorry, Hannah. Do you feel like what you said earlier about you haven't seen anybody else, did that kind of, get your brain tingling a little bit based on his...
his answers? I don't feel as though, and I think I'm just being hard on these people.
That's okay. We love that. Be honest.
I know how thoughtful we are when we're analyzing the game. I know how thoughtful I was when I was sitting in their position. I really took the time to give meticulous, ironed out answers. So I know they're capable of doing it. But I don't think he gave us anything very contemporary. I think we've probably heard everything that he just said in some form before, but I do think that he took just a bit more time and spent a bit more energy into what he gave us versus the three people before.
I think he meant it though. I think him saying that, he's like, this is actually who I am.
This is me.
I can't even play a different game. And
I got that from him too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hannah, who we got next?
Moving on. Okay, so we have Derek Levasseur. Levasseur. Oh my God, I really just...
Is this Levasseur? Is his last name Levasseur?
No. But he's like the Derek Levasseur of this season. I said Levasseur.
Because Cody tweeted that he, somebody on the cast he's known for a long time, and I'm like, oh, who is it? I still don't know who it is, and I was wondering if when you said his name
might
was
be this
Levasseur.
person based on what Hannah's about to say.
It could be.
Okay,
yeah, because this person's from Boston.
What's his name?
His name is Kenny Kelly.
Okay.
He is 52 years old. He is from Boston, and he's a former undercover cop.
Okay.
I think that they have tried to bring back the Derek trope several times since season 16. None of them have done as well as Derek Levasseur himself, the OG. But let's see what Kenny has to say.
when it comes down to the end of the game, I am finally going to be a person who is older and wins this competition outright. My strategy in this game is going to be very complex because I'm going to take it week by week. I'm going to try and come in middle of the pack at the beginning, try and feel out everybody. I think I'm a person who can read people very well. I know coming into the game the first week or two, people aren't their true selves. They're not comfortable with everybody, but as people get more comfortable, their real feelings are going to come out, and that's when I will really start amping up my game and trying to pit people against each other, trying to figure out where I'm going to fit in the house. Clearly, I want to make a strong alliance at some point. Older people tend not to get into those alliances right away, but I think that I can convince some people to bring me along.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Listen, Kenny is cute.
Oh,
okay?
no.
He is 52.
Dear.
He's right on my alley. He's a daddy. He got the Boston accent. He is very attractive. I have to say that right now, okay? I'm not looking at any of the other, young kids. Kenny is my type. Now, I also want to say this. Kenny reminds me of Kevin from, I think it's BB, is it 19?
Yeah.
19.
Yes, Kevin. Who's also from Boston.
Yeah.
So it's like literally the same person. Like when I watched the video, I was like, whoa, this is Kevin. So it looks like he's here to play. He's going to make some moves. He's talking about pitting people against each other. Okay. I love a little chaotic. Sounds like Cop is like, yo, I'm here to cause some chaotic.
I do believe
Not
that
chaotic.
I could call some chaotic. I think that Kenny might call some chaotic. I'd love to see it. He seems he knows people, and it's not going to be hard for him to figure people out. He's one of the oldest people in the house. He's also he's an undercover cop, or he has a former.
Yeah.
One thing he's going to need to do is not talk a lot, because the more he talks, just like he said, he knows people aren't being themselves. He also right now is warming up to the camera and still like in casting mode, but he is more comfortable being himself because he's used to talking to strangers a lot. But the more he talks, the more he gives cop. So he's going to need to not do a lot of talking in the beginning, which he probably already knows that if he's watched the game before. I'm sure he watched Derek play. And if they figure out he's a cop, I don't know, what difference it will make to his game. Like, everybody's somebody, I think that he has the capability to make relationships. It's just if he starts playing cop, where you start like, he wants to form, he's already said it, like he's got an idea in his mind. I want to form a big alliance. Like, he wants to do it. So if he comes out too hard, like trying to be the one to make all the decisions, he got to, I hope he plays a slower game than what he's like saying his complex game is going to consist of. That's it.
And he also has the opposite strategy of what Cam said earlier, if you guys remember. Cam was like, I want to work with the older people, but it sounds like he was like, am I correct that he said he want to work with the younger people? Is that right?
He just said older people like myself don't normally get into these large alliances.
He wants to get into a large alliance.
To change that.
I could see them. I could see, if I'm Cam, I try to team up with him, because otherwise, if you're not on his team, then he's gonna try to take you out. So I definitely try to team up with him.
Okay, so it's interesting that you said he reminds you of Kevin from BB19. He actually reminds me a lot of Brent. Not in terms of his strategy, but just like the way he talks, his energy, even like him leaning forward towards the camera, like doing this with his hand. Brent would do that so... He would do that. When he was like, my strategy is very complex. Let's take it week by week. I don't think that's going to get through my cranium.
I know,
like that's not that revolutionary. And he said, I love how he said right off the bat, and when I get to the end of the game, no, we have to get through the first 14 weeks first.
He said, and I won this. He said, and I'm gonna win this competition. Square out. I said,
and when I'm in the final two seats, this is what I plan on saying in my final two seats.
Because on finale night, I'm gonna stand up and say this.
No, he said on finale night, this is my polo.
Everything.
No, oh my God. Killing me.
When I come home with that check, I mean, they say that's how you manifest things. You have to see it. You got to see it. He see it already. He might see the future. Listen.
Tiffany, I agree with what you're saying, but I think he is going to have an outcome that's more similar to Steve from season 20. He was the first boot. He was a former undercover cop. He was, I think, like 50 something. And I think he was just too intense for the cast.
Intense. Yeah.
Very
nobody wants to feel like
and
they're
he's
at
from
home.
the East Coast.
Yeah. Like you don't want to feel like you're at home in that way. Like,
yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, he's from
face.
Boston. He's got that edge. Like, people from
What's
LA
up, man?
are
What
so,
y'all doing?
like...
You got to tell me when y'all making alliances. Who making alliances up in here?
Yes.
You making an alliance?
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, y'all have to let me know that because that makes me uncomfortable with people when people just be making alliances and I didn't know. I'm going to create the big one, all right? So that everybody follow me.
Exactly. So I unfortunately think he's going to shoot himself in the foot, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see what he is talking about when he says this is what I'm doing at the end of the game. I don't know if we're going to get to that with him. But,
I don't know how he's going to do that from home.
I think...
I'm still cracking up that because now that you said Brent, it really is playing in my head of seeing Brent because how Brent talked.
Like even the leaning forward, like, okay, so listen, guys, listen, listen.
Yes. Because Brent came into my room and said, listen, you guys need me. Who's going to protect the jokers? You don't have Frenchie. Who's going to protect you? I'm your savior. I was like, am I not seeing what's going on?
You said, okay, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Right.
But yeah, right. I think he's going to be a character, and I'm excited to watch him as a character.
I hope he stays, because I need characters. I don't want to watch no boring-ass season. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't want a boring-ass season Big Brother. I want strategy, but I also want entertainment. I'm watching a reality competition show. All right, Hannah, who do we have next?
Okay. Ooh, I'm so excited about this person.
Me too.
Again, ahead of time, forgive me if I am mispronouncing his name, but I believe it's Kimo Apaka. He is 35 years old. He's from Honolulu, Hawaii, and he is a mattress sales rep. And before we start this video, let me say something about mattresses. If you can work at mattress firm and you can make a sale at mattress firm, you can do anything.
I agree with you.
Who is shopping in mattress firm? How is mattress firm still afloat?
Still open.
I think he's gonna. It's like the video stores that Tiff was talking about. Where are they? I think he's gonna do well. Let's
the fact that there are mattress stores and that he works in one and he is still there. Like, you're good at that.
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you're good at that,
you're a top employer. Okay.
All right.
Okay. I will win Big Brother because I'm a big fan of this show and I'm a winner and I want that $750,000. Hello. My strategy going into the Big Brother house. Well, first of all, I'm coming from Hawaii and I'm native Hawaiian. So innately, I think the aloha spirit is just such an important thing for me to lead with. So I will be coming into the house with lots of aloha for people. I think it's a very useful tool because it'll help me to disarm the other house guests so I can wiggle my way into their hearts.
Hey, I have to say
He's so cute. Oh my God.
Now, he's so cute. I love his energy. He's definitely giving, like, I'm here to have fun, Big D vibes. Love that, okay? I also want to say this.
That's what you were there to do?
I did. Let me tell you something. I brought the entertainment, honey. Okay. Did
No,
you not forget the storage room? Listen. So I want to say this. I've been looking the whole entire time. I'm like, who has to be? And if my gaydar is off, then I don't need to be gay. But I am thinking that he is gay. Okay, based on how he's talking. But that's okay if he's not. But I would like to claim him underneath the gays. Okay, but. Love his energy, love his strategy. I love that he's bringing his culture into it. Love that he's like, hey, this is the way I'm going to get to people's hearts. That is true. The game of Big Brother, touching people's hearts, getting in there is going to make you feel protected because then people don't want to send you home. Okay, yes. So I will say that. Hannah?
Yes, Big Brother is a social game in its most fundamental form. And it seems like he has what it takes to at least succeed at the social aspect of the Big Brother game. He's so cute, so infectious. I feel like I would automatically be drawn to him. I would want to work with him. I would want to be his friend. I love the fact that he talked about his culture. I love the fact that he is from Hawaii. I don't think we've ever had a house guest who is Native Hawaiian before, so he will be our first. I'm definitely rooting for him, and I could see him going far.
I can see him going far too. I can see him like brightening up the energy in the house and people not wanting to see that go, so they want to keep him around. I don't know. He doesn't strike me as a messy person. Like, I don't mean like keeping things neat, but I mean just like creating chaos. He strikes, he's all about his energy. So I don't see him being messy, which can benefit his game, that he's not messy. I don't know though. The fact I'm struggling to trust someone from Hawaii wearing an undershirt underneath their Hawaiian shirt, as hot as it is. So I'm like, what are you hiding? Who are you trying to trick?
Wait, like a tattoo maybe? Because you know how CBS is about that.
Maybe he's got a tattoo and he's got to wear this undershirt on up under his Hawaii shirt.
I don't know.
I agree, because it's hot.
I be watching him. I'm watching you.
Remember, Travis was from Hawaii. Remember that.
No, Travis is not Native Hawaiian. Travis lived there for a couple months. He's from Texas.
Right, you got me saying, oh, yeah.
Yes. But like I said, I agree. For me, he's giving Big D vibes without the messiness, because I love me a good messy, but he's definitely giving good energy, having fun. You want to keep him around the house, and he look like he's going to entertain everybody. So I'm excited for that. All right, Hannah, who do we have next?
Sorry.
I
just kind of want to share a little nugget of knowledge that Tiff dropped when we were roommates a couple years ago. And this is something that future players should pay attention to. Tiffany advised us never to let the other house guests know what it's like to feel your absence. And I think he is going to be really good at doing that.
You ain't supposed to share that code with the world. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, it's a nugget of knowledge. It's our gift. You can't get that knowledge anywhere else on any other podcast. That's why you should tune into the Royalty. But yeah, I think he's gonna do a phenomenal job of just that. He is going to make his presence just ingrained in the structure of the house. So I really want him to make it to the end.
Me too. I love his energy. Okay. It makes me happy. So I'm excited to see. Hopefully he doesn't disappoint me.
I owe y'all an apology. Those of you who can see me, I'm sorry. I am eating these chips in your face. I'm just starving. But
it's fine.
It's okay. I'm trying to work through it.
Let's keep rocking and rolling.
All
right, Hannah, who we got next?
Okay, so we have a Leah Peters. She is 26 years old. She's also from Pennsylvania, like Derek. Her hometown is Pittsburgh, but she currently lives in Miami, and she's a VIP cocktail server. Now, the cocktail servers that we have had on this show have done well. Think Rachel Riley, think Janelle Perzina. She now has a new last name. So let's see if she can continue that trend.
I'm going to win Big Brother because 26 is my lucky number. I'm 26 years old. I even have a 26 tattoo right here, so it's my time to shine. My strategy in the Big Brother house will be determined whenever I'm in there, because I think I have to meet everyone first. But I really think that my strategy in the Big Brother house will be to really play up on my social game and get to know everyone, kind of wiggle my way into their hearts and see how far it takes me.
Wait a second. Now, was she maybe standing outside the door when Kimo was in the room? She said, well, that's good. Let me use that one. Wiggle my way into there.
Because it sounds like everybody trying to wiggle in everybody's heart, and I'm trying to figure out who's going to be heartless, who's not going to have a heart to wiggle in, because everybody can't wiggle in everybody's heart. Everybody can't have a place.
What's her name again? I'm sorry.
Leah Peters.
Leah.
Okay. Leah not having a zero strategy at all, except I'm going to get to know people. that you got to live with for possibly the next 88 days, you're absolutely going to get to know people. Like, that's just going to happen. You don't have to, don't have to do a thing, but be there in the game.
Yeah.
I would like for her to have a little more depth to her strategy and who she is, like, to us. But I don't know. She seems like she doesn't have a clue.
Yeah, I did hear, and I don't know if this is true, that she's never seen a season of Big Brother.
It seems like it. Okay, then I'm okay. All right, I know.
No, we all picked up on that. Hey, Leah's here.
That is my,
yeah.
That's my thought. That is my one thought. I think enough said.
Yeah. I want to see, like you said, you did name some iconic players in Big Brother. I want to see if she's going to be able to live up to that. Maybe she will. Maybe it will like click in her head and she'll be like ready to go. I do appreciate her saying, I need to assess to see when she moves into the house to see how everybody is. I do appreciate that because once again, something that Hannah said that I actually do listen, because I know you guys think I don't listen, but I always listen to what y'all say. I just act like I don't. But Hannah did say last season when we were doing recaps on people, if I'm correct, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that you have to be able to change as the game is changing. You cannot just sit here and think like this one strategy is going to work the whole entire time. You have to, if the house is changing, you got to make moves to make the house change in order for your favor. So that's what I learned from Hannah Chada, aka Dr. Chada, soon to be. Just so you guys know. That's my take on Leah. I ain't really got nothing for Leah until I see how she plays in the game. You know how I feel about
No, I agree with you on that. I did like that she said that. I like that she said, I got to wait until I see these people, because essentially you don't know. You really don't know how you're going to play, but you kind of know things about yourself that you want to use to your benefit or that you need to curb, So I like that she said she got to meet people to know, but girl, don't be winging it too tough. You're going to become a bird.
Yeah, and I agree with you, too. Like, you got to have some type of strategy, something going into the house. Because she was
something.
Know what you're going to do and what you won't do. Yeah.
Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. Hey. Do what you got. Do what you do.
Who is next?
Okay.
Y'all so off the hook.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, wait, we have the 21-year-old.
All right.
Okay, every time there is a 21-year-old, I get a bit sad because that's one more person that I have to welcome into my club. But I also get excited because that's someone I can relate to. And playing this game at 21 years old, now that I'm a couple years out from 21, that's very, very young. There's so much you don't know. And I mean, there's still so much I don't know.
Hannah gonna be 41 talking about welcome to the 21 club. I was the first 21. Come on.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Honestly, yes.
Oh my God, I remember when I was the 21. You got a lot to live up to. She gonna have her little cane.
Look,
81.
Hannah gonna be mad when they sit there and they let somebody in at 19, 20.
21. I can't believe they're still bringing 21-year-olds in. I mean, this club is getting bigger and bigger.
You wait until they change that age gap and do like Survivor when they could go at 19 and 20. Hannah really going to be like, I just can't believe that they...
No, that... CBS, if you're watching, please don't lower the age limit. In fact, I think the age limit for Big Brother should quite honestly be 25 years old because it's that traumatic. But okay, the 21-year-old, my brethren, because you're watching.
Thank you for showing up.
We're being monitored. Thank you for joining the chat.
Oh, girl, at the Royalty, you get the tea hot. At the Royalty, make sure you like and subscribe and share.
Follow us on Twitter too. For real.
Jesus, shut up. Please keep going. Remember, you guys, we spilled the tea at Royalty.
Fuck. Okay, so who's the next guy?
We have Cedric Hodges. He's 21 years old. He's from Running Springs, California, but he currently lives in Boise, Idaho, and he is a former Marine.
Okay, let's hear from him.
Okay, sick. I'm gonna win Big Brother because my ability to adapt to any situation. You know, I'm a people person, and a lot of the game that people overlook is the social game. You know, if your alliance wants you out, you're gone. If you get backdoored, you're gone. But if you're likable and people mess with you, and it's all social, not to mention, you know, you gotta throw a little cop win in there when you need it. Sometimes you can't rely solely on the social. So I think I'm just the most well-rounded player in the house. I'm young, 21, still got that good energy. To brighten everyone's day, and I think a lot of people are gonna mess with that. And then my social game's gonna take me far, and then when I can't go any farther on my social game, that's when, you know, challenges and mental and physical challenge wins come in.
It's giving Xavier versus Kylan all over again.
Baby.
I was thinking was how are him and Cam gonna get along, and I'm like, you know, it's giving. Yeah, I don't know. I like him. I think, huh?
Looks wise, yes. Like,
yeah,
it's looks wise.
It's also in their spiels though. Like, not that either one of them have the same personalities as X and Kylan, but it's like here you got two young men, attractive, charismatic. So everybody so far has talked about their social game. Not one person has come in here and said, listen, I'm not that social. So I don't know. I'm going to have to rely on my this. I'm going to have to rely on my that. But between him and Cam, you know, Cam's giving a little cocky. This gentleman, Cedric, is not giving cocky. He gives like down to earth, but fun. He gives me like DX energy. But
he gives me also Christian energy a little bit too.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how that will go. I think that he might win a little more favor. Just his personality doesn't seem as cocky. This guy, and I know I keep comparing. I'm not trying to compare them. I'm just like I'm just sharing my thoughts. Yeah, and I see Cam is like being very outgoing because he's already a TikToker. Like he's not a shy person, so he probably plans to make this house his fan base. And Cedric is like, I might not be a TikToker, but he seems like he's very socially adept in just a real life setting. Like. I'm interested to see if they'll connect, if they'll bond, if they'll be each other's rival. You know, I don't know. I'm interested to see that. Yeah, pretty much.
I also want to say this. He's a Marine. Oh, I'm sorry, Hannah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, Hannah, go ahead. Tiffany's always told me to shut the F up when you talk.
No.
Look,
I've
both
been
of us
talking a lot.
Go ahead, Hannah. We listening. Sorry.
Okay. Big D, you and I were probably about to say the same thing. He's a former Marine. That is something that requires mental fortitude. That's something that requires a lot of strength. He's been put in very challenging situations before where he's had to adapt, where he's had to probably give direction, take direction, listen to people, but maybe also teach others and mentor others in a sense. So I think that has probably prepared him a lot for this crazy world, this crazy environment that he's going to be existing in for the next however many days. He has a very like boyish energy to me. And that is very reminiscent of Christian. And I do think that, you know, under different circumstances, if it wasn't our season, Christian would have potentially done very, very well. He was winning things. He was protected by the Kings. We're not trying to get into BB23, but I see him doing well. Looks wise though, he reminds me of Kylan with the curly hair. Although that's just that's the only thing that reminds me of Kylan. And it cracked me up when he said, you know, I'm 21, so I still have good energy. Oh, does the energy disappear?
You could tell he almost felt like he made a mistake. He said it, and then his energy kind of went like, yeah. I mean, like, you know, he was he almost was like, dang, I don't know if I should have said that, but I can see him because he's young, Hannah. I think that maybe if not even like intentionally, him also gravitating towards some older person just because of still being relatively close. And I don't know what his lifestyle is, but the older you get, the further away you get away from that parenting
having
desire.
Good energy. Oh,
go ahead. Next.
I just want to say
no,
this.
yeah, that too. But you're right.
I have two different opinions, real quick. I've worked in military school. I've worked with military people almost my whole entire life. I will say this: there is a lot of, like you said, discipline, things they're going to be focused on. Like, he's going to be good with the comps. We know that. I'm a little bit worried that he might slip up a little bit, just because of the fact that he is very young. He's on the young side, and I do get young boy from him. But I really would like to know I want to deep dive. Like, did he actually? What type of Marine was he? That will really answer a lot of questions for myself to know how he's going to play this game. And the reason why I say that is because he could be a Marine that actually went off and did stuff, or was he at home?
Overseas, yeah.
Yes, overseas. So that is what is really going to answer that question. And it says former Marine, so it's like I want to know how long he was in the game for. But
and he's only 21, so
yeah. So and you can only start at 18. Also,
I see him connecting with Kenny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yes.
Yeah, like in a very similar way to a Derek Cody, in a similar way to me and Tiff, the youngest, the oldest. But I do wonder if he's gonna tell other people that he was a former Marine. He didn't say anything about whether he would conceal his occupation. So I wonder if he knows that's something you can do. I don't know if he's seen this show before. But yeah, I'm just curious what he's gonna tell.
I think everybody's gonna lie about their occupation. I think so.
Who's next?
The video store clerk. The mattress salesman?
No, he should tell everybody that.
My bad.
No, let's go ahead to the next one.
Okay. So next up we have, so sorry. Okay, we have a celebrity chef. That's a very interesting occupation. I believe I also may have seen her on TikTok at some point, but her name is Lisa Weintraub or Weintraub. Forgive me for mispronouncing. She's 33 years old. Her hometown is Los Angeles, California. And like I said, she's a celebrity chef.
All right, let's hear from her.
I will win Big Brother because I am the best and I'm in it to win it. Ooh, I'm going to play a dynamic game. So Boss Babe is here and I mean business. So I'm going to treat this competition like it's work and like it's a business. And what that entails is that I will be a dynamic player. I will build and cultivate relationships of trust and connection. And I will see, hear, and know everything as I do in my business and apply that to the intricate framework of Big Brother.
I wouldn't tell Lisa. Okay. I wouldn't tell Lisa shit.
It's giving teams meeting. It is giving.
I was just going to say it's giving
teams meeting.
Hi, Dr. Smith. I regret to inform you that I will be absent from this Friday's meeting. It was very buzzword filled.
Please regard. Yes, please know we do have a team meeting, and at the team meeting you need to bring your presentation. If not, I can make sure to CC who needs to be on it because you do have a meeting with HR. It's giving that, and it's giving. I'm not telling you anything, girl.
I'm not going to trust you.
We can't play this game with you making me feeling like I'm at work every day. And hi, I would like to know if we can have our individual one-to-one
performance evaluation.
So that we can bring each other up to speed on the past dealings of the last week from the previous administration. I mean, HOH.
In addition to being buzzword filled, when she said, "I'm gonna win this game because I'm in it to win it," as opposed to being in it to lose it.
That took me out when she said that. I'm gonna win this game because I'm in it to win it. Wait, hold on. I need it one more time. I need it one more time.
When you ask people to define a word,
because I am the best and I'm in it to win it.
I would win Big Brother because I am the best.
Because I'm and in it to win it. But when you ask someone to define a hard word and they use the hard word in the definition for the hard word, like that's kind of what that was giving. But the only, I guess, real comment that I have to make about Lisa is when she talks, did you guys notice how everything almost sounds like a question. And that's probably not intentional. I think it's subconscious. But I do think that other house guests may subconsciously think that she's questioning herself. Like, to me, it almost comes across as a lack of confidence. And it's something so subtle, but that's just what I noticed in her voice.
You know, I also am wondering if she would be someone that people would go, she ain't gonna win, let's keep her around. That kind of floats to the end.
She doesn't give me floater, though. She seems a little too, like, determined, a little too present, a little too assertive.
She cannot give floater, but she can also float her way to the end, but because nobody is even paying attention to the game that she's playing, but just keeping her because they're like,
yeah, maybe.
We don't know what the hell she's talking about, and she don't either, but I'm going to keep her because I know y'all not going to vote for her, right? Okay.
Yeah, but I think that people might see her based on how, I'm just telling you how my ass would feel. I'd be like, I can't trust her. It's giving, I'm at work, it's giving HR, it's giving that you will cut me when you need to cut me. I can't trust you. That's just my take. But if she goes into it, maybe her personality would be a little different once we see more of her and she messes with everybody else.
Stop talking and question about when I'm formulating the thoughts that I am going to tell you about how I plan to conduct this situation and win it.
Yeah, she's giving that for sure. All right, Hannah, who do we got next?
Ooh, that was Tiffany kills
I ain't got nothing else for the celebrity show.
Okay, so we have Matt Hardman, only 25 years old. Again, this cast just looks older. I don't understand it. But he is from Loganville, Georgia. Okay. He currently lives in Roswell, Georgia. I think that's how you pronounce it. And he is a tech sales rep. So take it away, Matt.
Why am I going to win Big Brother? I think that I'm going to win Big Brother because I am the perfect balance of a physical competitor. I have a lot to bring to the table in what I can do physically, how I can compete in competitions, but also at the same time, balance out in a social game. I think that when people think I'm just bronze and athleticism, that really what I might even bring to the table more than that is my ability to connect with people, to build trust really quickly with others, and build relationships really quick.
Okay. All right. Based on that, I do like Matt. Matt also reminds me of John Travolta from Grease. I love his look.
Yeah.
I also love that he is a tech sales rep. So there is some smart there, like he said. I'm not all bronze. He definitely looks like a guy who is, likes to work out. I think because, we only get about 30, 40 seconds of these videos, I'm trying to pick up on key words that he said, but I don't know. Did anything stand out to you that feels like he's ready for the game?
What is he? A tech sales rep? Okay. Mm-hmm. It was giving physical trainer, but I'm glad that it's, I wasn't. I think
he might be lying to us about his occupation.
Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot. I don't know. I'm putting myself in the situation as to how I would work with somebody, like how when I see these people, what they're giving me, like how I would work with them, and it would be like, yeah, just vote the way I need you to vote for me, okay? And win this comp when I need you to win this comp. But I don't know that. I hope he's got more to give than, a lot of these people are like, I can win when I need to win. I'm going to play this amazing social game. Way in the house.
And
I'm thinking like, what else do I want them to say? But I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
What you got?
To me, he gives me a very similar impression that I got from Leah. Both of them are attractive people. He looks to be tall. I like his hairstyle.
Love it.
I like the vibe that he has physically. However, I'm just not getting very much depth or substance, and so I really have nothing to say.
Yeah.
And it's also kind of giving, I was recruited for this show, and I've never seen a season of Big Brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to give him some
I wanted to do Love Island, but
No, it was giving. I was recruited for Survivor,
For
but
Love
I failed
Island.
the interview.
Oh
No,
no, I was
it gives
thinking
it
like
Love
I was yeah, I was recruited to do because at least like if you were recruited for Survivor, you know a little something about how to play a game.
Correct.
But
No, some
it's kind
people
of
who
giving
watch it on
Chris- it's
Survivor have
giving
never
Christian.
played. Some people recruited for Survivor have never seen Survivor before, have never played a game before.
Oh, you mean recruited for Survivor, not like
yeah,
he
like he's
auditioned for
giving me
Sur-
like,
oh.
he could. I could see him on Survivor, honestly.
Yeah.
But
no,
when he
you're
was
right.
talking, I was like, okay, they moved you over here.
Yes, it's
'Cause
giving
Jeff
Christian
rejects.
vibe.
Jeff would chew
The
you
All
up.
American rejects.
Nah, Jeff ain't going for that. He don't want it. He like, nah. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to
Yeah,
give. I
okay.
want to give. I'm hoping that Matt will come in and give me something. If he can give me something, I feel like I will. I'm a little bit open more to Matt for some reason. There's something about him that gives me that. You know,
You're
he'll
probably
get it
attracted
together.
to him.
No,
That part, Hannah.
Kenny's my man. You know what I like. Older.
Okay, well you can like more than one thing.
Okay, all right. Who's next?
Okay, now we have what is her name? Okay, Angela Murray. She is 50 years old. She's from Long Beach, California originally, but she currently lives in Syracuse, Utah, and she is a real estate agent.
Okay.
She's got the fun little glasses on.
Everybody is into sales. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I know.
And
You're
I
right,
will
Tiff.
say
Actually,
this.
yeah.
I worked in sales, so I love that there's so many salespeople because they're going to be very good at lying and being
What, a
able
house
to
full of
manipulate.
salesmen?
Well,
It's like going to the car dealership.
dealership, yeah.
So let's
Used
see what Angela
car
has to say.
Sales reps.
Ooh, why will I win Big Brother? I'm going to win Big Brother because I am a people person. I am very intuitive to how people are acting, how they're thinking. I can read faces, so I'll always know when people are scheming. And if they're scheming behind my back, I'm going to be able to know that right away so that I can alter the course of what they're trying to do. So I'm very much a people person, and that is my social game, and that is how I'm going to win Big Brother.
She is very put together.
Yes, she is.
I like, she got her Burberry glasses. I like her pearl necklace. She has a really nice diamond wedding ring on. She's very put together, and I like that. I'm wondering how she will get along with such a messy house with a whole bunch of people. But she seems about her business. I think that she might do well if she doesn't scare people. With mothering, she's got a fine line, this mothering, but I like how put together she is. They really did a good job of making sure their people were put together this season.
I like this cast member, this house guest, because I've never seen a house guest like this. And I enjoy this because this feels like Angela is the person that works at all our jobs. Everyone has an Angela at their job that look just like this with the glasses and the blonde hair, the blazer and everything. So I do like that. I like that she's a real estate agent. She's going to be able to sell. She's going to be able to talk. She's going to be able to get you to convince, because that's all she does, is convincing people to buy these houses.
Trustworthy a little bit.
She'll be loyal to you if you're loyal to her.
Yeah. And you're not supposed to trust anybody, but she has that comfortableness about her where you're like, no, Angela, what do you think about this? Okay.
Agreed. I'm so sorry. Can I have you play her video again? Because I was getting up, and so the audio kind of cut out for me. Sorry, Big D.
How they're thinking, I can read faces, so I'll always know when people are scheming, and if they're scheming behind my back, I'm going to be able to know that right away so that I can alter the course of what they're trying to do. So I'm very much a people person, and that is my social game, and that is how I'm going to win Big Brother.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with everything Tiffany and Derek just said. I don't think I have anything to add.
I'm sorry. Okay. My big ass mouth wasn't gonna let you finish your thought, Hannah. I'm so sorry.
No. That was my thought.
My fear is that her paranoia, I hope she doesn't develop a paranoia, because she's already kind of going in with I know what people are thinking. I can read their faces and I can tell when they're doing something behind my back. And then I'm going to have to go in and alter some things. And it's like, are you one of those people who always think you know what people are thinking and doing and you're right? Or sometimes you're wrong, like she can sabotage. Remember Vanessa, like Vanessa was really good at the game and she had a read on people. But then like at some point it was like you start thinking people to a point when then you think something and you wrong about it, but you run with it. So
you don't want to self-sabotage.
Yeah, I want to watch her thought process over that thought.
We have Miss I'm so sorry. Mckenzie Manbuck. She is 22 years old, so can't quite come to the 21 club. Just kidding.
You too old.
She's from Houston, and she is a construction project manager. Take it away,
girl. Mckenzie. Okay, come on, Mckenzie.
No, we gotta let Mckenzie talk before we comment.
I think I'll win Big Brother just because I keep saying this, but I think I'm a triple threat. Socially, mentally, physically, I've kind of got all three. My strategy going into the Big Brother house is definitely to kind of start out a little bit more shy. I can kind of come on a little overwhelming sometimes. I could talk to a wall. So I don't want to come on too strong, just kind of be, the friend to everybody, shoulder to cry on, and then hopefully a little bit halfway through, make some big moves.
You know what I noticed that we're missing? Like nobody is saying, my experience in this has helped me and I know that I'm going to do this. I'm a blank, so I know that I know how to do this with people. People can't do this to me because I've got experience in this. Like nobody's giving us a reason. It's like you're telling us like what you plan to do, but you're not giving me any meat to understand what has given you that confidence to feel like you're gonna do this. You give me, I got 16 brothers and sisters. I was the middle child. I had to beat up on the big ones and teach the little ones how to fight. So I ain't scared. Give me something. Yeah. Give me, I'm an only child. I'm selfish. I know I got to come in here and try to figure these people out, but socializing is not my thing. I'm just not getting a lot. And I don't know where the denominator is for that.
I think it's very interesting.
No, go ahead. I'll sit here in silence. Go ahead.
You gonna get me in trouble by Tiffany. I just wonder if, once again, I find it interesting that the question is, like you said, Tiff, like, what is your strategy? And it's like, you got 30 seconds, 40 seconds to like impress us and tell us, and I'm not getting that through this cast. And I know their interviews are 8 minutes and longer, and they're gonna release more later, but I'm just like, you got 30 seconds. Like, where's it at? So I don't know. Maybe her being a construction manager and working in that type of, field is going to help. I don't really know.
I mean, it's a male-dominated field. And so she probably does have experience when it comes to just having to navigate around the workplace, around a bunch of men, get them to take you seriously. She's obviously in a position of leadership and power. So I would have loved for her to have mentioned something like that. Tiff, exactly like what you said. We're not getting anything profound from this cast. And I'm struggling to figure out why.
I'm interested in that construction work background. I think that it will help her to be able to navigate her relationships with the men. I just wonder how will she navigate the relationships with the women in the house. She's a pretty girl, and if she's confident and she's smart and she's winning competitions, being shy, okay, like I just want to know, who does she find herself aligning with more, and you can think that you're going to align with certain people, but in your real life, over the years of your life, where do you gravitate? Where are you more accepted? Where are you? Where do you fall? And that will tell you where you're going to be amongst these strangers, or where you need to improve and focus on.
And I hope that she dominates, to be honest, now that you said that, Tiff, and you know, like we mentioned the construction. I hope that she like dominates the men. Like I'm glad that she's not
I think she
going
will.
to. Yeah, like I'm glad that she's not going to be one of the. I don't see her being a house guest that like gets into a showman's. I could see her kind of just playing the men, like playing them in their face, because it's like she's worked in the like Hannah said, in an environment where men predominantly are ruling in construction. So I love that.
I don't know if she's gonna play them in their face. I don't know that she even has to do anything for the men to support her staying there.
I do think that she was probably cast in the same regard that like Alyssa Lopez was cast on her season for the same reasons that Sis was cast on her season. Riley last season. She actually does remind me a lot of Riley. I think they definitely want her to get into a showmance. Now that's obviously up to her whether or not she wants to participate in that. But I don't know. I don't necessarily have high hopes for her. I also don't know how well she knows the game. And she said she talks a lot. She said she can talk to a wall. That is probably the number one thing that will bite you in the arse, as the British say.
And she's 22.
And she's 22 on top of that. And she probably like just graduated from college. How much life experience have you had? She just reminds me a lot of Riley, and as we know, Riley went home week 2.
If she makes the girls jealous, I don't know how it'll work out for her.
True. All right, Hannah, who we got next?
Okay. My girl from Chicago. She knows Xander Hastings from Survivor. I don't know how she knows Xander, but maybe school. I don't know. Anyway, her name is, give me 1 second, Takor Claudie. She is 23 years old. She is originally from London, and then she came to Chicago, so she's my British queen. She currently resides in Atlanta, and she is a crochet business owner. So
come on, crochet
she's crafty.
Sweater, I love it.
She's a business owner. She's young. She seems fun, and she did say on Big Brother's Instagram she's going to bring the fashion.
She just
said
that.
Big shoes to fill. Top. I'm a size 6.5.
Let's play it.
That was a joke.
I will win Big Brother because I am going to use the skills that I have been embedded with throughout my life to meet this game. You know, I'm a sociologist at heart. That's what I have my degree in. And so I'm going to read people and I'm going to use that information to my advantage. So the kind of game that I'm going to play is, you know, I'm going to put on this persona, this very positive, bright spirit. That's who I am naturally. But also the kind of double-edged nature of me is that I am very competitive. I can be combative. And I'm going to utilize those strengths to get me as far in the game as possible.
As far as possible. I want to say this. Tiffany just mentioned, somebody talking about what their business and how it would help them in their career. She did highlight that, so I want to give her credit to, as Tiffany mentioned earlier, and what we've been waiting for. I also feels like she got a lot of knowledge, and I feel like it's gonna be she's gonna be thinking a lot, but in a good way. So I'm excited for her. I don't really have a lot is to say. What do you guys think?
I think she's very cute. She's incredibly poised. The way she sat up there. She said, "I'm here, turn the camera on, I'm ready, I've thought about my answers." So I was impressed by that, especially given how young she is. I do think, like I said, she knows Xander somehow. That's interesting. Was Xander able to, I don't want to say because Xander was on a completely different show, but have you talked to him about his experience? He made it to finale night on his show. Did you learn something from him? He also played the game really young. So yeah, I wonder if she's going to be able to bring that knowledge and that secondhand experience into this house and this season with her. Now, when she said, "I'm a sociologist, so I know how to read people, blah, 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 blah," I am wondering if she also has psychology training, because I feel like that's more so associated with psychology. Sociology has to do with larger structures and injustice and all of that. So I definitely want to learn more about her. And I think her accent is divine, as the British say.
I would like to know what her sign is.
Oh, wait. Like, I want to know her background. I want to know her zodiac sign.
I want to know her zodiac
Yeah,
sign.
that's Tiffany
I like
for
her
you.
energy.
She's a Leo.
Me too.
I'm telling you.
I don't know.
I think
but
so.
I don't doubt it. I mean, I don't know. I'm completely interested. I think she's got the potential to go very far. I think she'll connect with people easily. Almost anybody who's not an American. No, I didn't mean that.
I do agree with you, Tiffany. No, that's a great statement.
I like people from other places. They seem to be a little open-minded, and a little more trustworthy,
Yeah.
So.
And also just, I'm not an immigrant myself. I was born here, but my parents are, and a lot of my family immigrated to this country. And I think when you are an immigrant and you're dropped in the middle of nowhere and you don't know very many people, I don't know what exactly her story is, that is the ultimate game of adaptation. Like, that will test your malleability to an unparalleled extent. And so if she can do that, if anyone can do that successfully, I'm convinced that they can maneuver through any situation.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch her play.
All right, Derek.
Okay.
Or Hannah.
All right. Let's see who we got. Who's next?
Okay. So we have Quinn Martin. Quinn is 25 years old. Again, looks much older than 25, but is 25. Is from Lawton, Oklahoma, but currently resides in Omaha, Nebraska. And Quinn is a nurse recruiter.
I'm going to win Big Brother because I'm a combination of everything it takes. Competitively, I have the background supporting it. I was a dual sport collegiate athlete. And then socially, I was voted most likely to brighten your day and won homecoming Duke in college. And then strategically, I'm a real rat in a cage type of guy. So I'm ready to win. Well, strategically, I think that there are 4 types of Big Brother players. You have snakes, rats, frogs, and doves. I myself am going to be a rat, only lie, cheat, and steal when my back is against the wall, when I'm out of options. But I'm definitely not going to shy away from being a more nefarious player.
Okay. I want to say this right off the bat. When he started naming animals, I was like, he better off just giving us, like, he the Avatar. Earth, wind, fire, water. Because he was comparing himself. And first of all, the one thing that stood out to me, he said, I'm going to be a rat. So I'm like, you're not trustworthy. So...
No, not at all. And I love that.
He said, I'm only going to lie, cheat, steal when my back is against the wall. In other words, like, I think a snake is more so maliciously coming to sabotage or just, not to trust a snake. Rats are very smart and they're used in experiments, and they're not malicious, so to say. They just come get what they need, and I think that it makes a little sense what he's saying. I think that he it has the game in his mind down. I just don't know how he will be received by the cast, because if I see you in a black turtleneck in LA in the middle of July, I'm not gonna trust you. You ain't got to tell me you a rat. I'm gonna peg you as a snake. So he might want to change his clothes.
He looks like someone, but I can't put my finger on it.
Allison Gardner or Hosier, the singer.
Or Cameron from last season.
Or Cameron. No, I mean, he looks like all those people, I guess. Looks like all those people. I mean, he's a nurse, so it means he's caring too. So I want to give him that.
A nurse recruiter, not a nurse.
Oh. So he's an employer.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so he did, aside from breaking players down into 4 animal categories, I've never heard that before, so that's interesting to me. Like, you thought about your answer. Thank you for giving me something, at least, like your conception of the game, your impression of the game. That's helpful to know. He did say he wants to be a nefarious player, which means he wants to be inherently criminal. I like the fact that he wants to come on. It seems like he wants to maybe incite some chaos, be able to wipe his hands, walk away. He's not afraid of getting his hands dirty. He's not afraid of being the villain. And he reminds me a lot of Kevin Jacobs, who is the winner of BB Can 10. Kevin, I remember during his first impression, he was like, I'm going to be evil and blah, 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 blah. And he had those glasses on and we were like, who's going to trust him? And he ended up winning the game. So I think Quinn's one to watch. But yeah, I think Quinn looks like Grodner. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's see who we got next. All right. Go ahead, Hannah.
Okay, second to last, guys. Home stretch. So we have Rubina, Bernabi. Again, I apologize if I mispronounced her name. She's 35 years old. She is from Los Angeles, and she is a real event bartender, not like what Xavier Prather claimed to be 3 years ago. Okay. So, Rubina, let us know how to make a mint julep, please.
I'm going to win Big Brother because my why is bigger than anything in this house can stop me from. I'm here to rep for the Filipinos because everybody needs a Filipino in their life, and that person is going to be me. My strategy is to bring the big sis energy. I know it's called Big Brother, but we need a big sis up in here. So I plan to have a really strong social game. I am mildly competitive, but I'm not trying to put a target on my back. So it'll come into play when it's the right time. I'm going to trust the timing of my life.
She gives me feisty.
Yeah, very feisty.
She gives me feisty. I hope that they don't nobody pisses her off and then she can't, play the game. Because you got to be playing this game. She's sweet. She's pretty. She looks fun. I just, she kind of scared
Trust
me.
nobody in the sweater.
I really they said, act like you don't know where you're going.
Okay, because I was sweating bullets.
And I want to confirm when I say she scared me. I don't mean like she scared me. I'm like, I know she is coming to play this game. And I don't know her strategy for playing. But she is ready to put on a show. So.
Yeah, I would agree with you guys. She seems spunky. She has a lot of energy. She seems like a personality. However, I'm going to need more from her as to why she sees herself winning this game other than I'm here for representation, because everyone's there for representation in some way, shape, or form. There are 8 POCs, potentially even 9 POCs. No, I think 8 POCs this season. I'm sure everyone feels the same way. So you're going to have to give me that and then some.
I mean, yeah, somebody putting it on for the old people, somebody putting it on for the country boys, somebody putting it on for the tech salesmen.
Everyone has a story.
Yeah.
The mattress sales reps. No, I'm just kidding.
I am out here for the mattress sales reps. I need everybody to know mattress sales reps can win Big Brother.
Same thing with the video
I'm out here
store.
for all the video stores. All the video stores.
We are not going out of business. You might have lost Blockbuster, but you didn't lose me.
Radio Shack.
Okay.
Oh, I am died. But yeah, I think she'll be a big personality this season. I don't know how that's going to translate into the game.
What's interesting is that every single person that we have watched has spoken about how they plan to bring this social game. So, maybe the theme this year, it was like, we don't want boring. We need people who are going to be chatting, talking, kicking it, gaming, scheming, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, everybody's talking about this amazing social game. I never knew that everybody was going to, like, the same strategy was going to exist all across the board. Because there has to be somebody who goes, I don't have that great of a social game, and I know that about myself. Like, that's just not my thing. But I love this game, and I want to play.
Yeah.
And so I know that I'm going to have to win people around in other ways besides, like, being social, because it's just not me.
Also, only 2 people have mentioned that they're fans of this show. So that kind of worries me. Does that mean that you found 14 people that haven't really seen much?
Damn,
but then that also could be interesting. That could be so chaotic.
I love that
because you know what? Because they might restart. They might actually reset the game of Big Brother.
Thank you.
Not having an idea of how it's played. Hold on, we on to something. Y'all got my wheels turning. If they actually brought in 16, I would be here for like maybe 2 people knowing the game and nobody else knowing the game, because then you're going to get people who come in and make Big Brother like something different, because you're not playing somebody else's game. You're not already going based on what you saw. You actually know nothing. So you're going to come in and set a whole new standard for for how this game is to be played. So I wouldn't be mad at a lot of people not knowing the game.
So
my only issue with that, though, is I don't want 14 people by the same token who are just thinking about how they can grow their social media followings.
No, it has to be people who really want to be out here playing. Like, we really do want people. It's $750,000 on the line. Forget your social media followings. Go get that money. Because it's people who got high social media followings and they still ain't got no money. Go get that $750,000.
I agree. All right. Lastly, let's see who we got last, Hannah.
Okay, last but maybe least.
Who he look like? Isn't it? Damn, he been on every season.
Fuck.
What are you talking about?
He just looks like everybody I done seen.
Okay. Wait a second. Oh.
You was about to say that's such and such.
Yeah, because he looks like Pooch, but he also just looks like a famous actor. Like, if I saw him, I'd be like, oh, you're that guy from that show. He has a familiar face. Yeah.
Yes. What's his name?
This is going to be, what's his name? Pooch's favorite player. Watch.
Okay, so his name is Tucker Delorier.
All right,
he is 30 years old. He's from Boston. I am curious if this is the guy that Cody may know. He currently lives in Brooklyn. I know Cody lives not too far away from the city. And he is a marketing...
He looks like him too.
And he's a marketing and sales executive. That's why we've seen him on every season.
Damn, everybody's in sales.
I was going to say I'd love to see some people in healthcare, which I would, but also...
A student, a lawyer. Like, there's no other professions in America. It's just sales, huh?
I was just going to say, like, I would like to see more creatives.
Like, give
a musician,
me a truck driver,
a dancer.
Yes, give me an artist. Give me a student. Give me some. It's America. Give me some. But I understand it's hard, and I'm not trying to be hard on production. I do understand it's hard to find people who have 90 days, who have a clear background check, who can leave their families, who want to play the game. It's a lot to find. It's a lot to meet that criteria. It is not easy to fill this. So anyway, all right, Hannah or Derek.
All right, let me play.
Yeah.
Why I will win Big Brother is because I have everything it takes. I'm the youngest of 2 older brothers. I was born and raised in a loud, wild Italian family, and I've had a lot of different walks of life. My dad came out as gay. I've been bullied. I was the bully. I was an athlete, and my family, I was born and raised in a family that all we do is compete. I have 2 older brothers, but not only that, my mom's whole side of the family, they've had a card game that has been made up for over 100 years. We play every time we're together. So I've been around mental, physical, and emotional competition my entire life, and I love it. And I eat, sleep, and breathe it every day. And
okay.
Thank God.
I love
finally
him.
got the answer that we were looking for. Thank you for telling
the
us
last person.
Up until last but certainly not least, we have finally learned
something
more about a person's life other than I'm smart and I'm strong and I'm going to have a great social game.
I can actually see his at home. I can see
He told us a story.
Yeah.
He gave us context and he told us exactly why that context is going to shape him to be a Big Brother winner and a good player. Thank you. And I loved how he had the self-awareness. Well, okay, I don't condone bullying, obviously. Well, no, some people do deserve to be bullied. But for the most part, I don't condone bullying. But he had the wherewithal and the self-awareness to be like, I've been bullied. But listen, I also was the bully. Like, a lot of people would not admit that. A lot of people wouldn't be so candid and frank with the camera, with America, So that shows humility. That shows transparency. He's easy on the eyes. I don't know if, let me actually not say anything else.
He's been through some shit. He says that. He's like,
Yes.
I've been through some things. I've been
And I
through
love
some
that.
things that have prepared me for this house. I'm from a crazy, wild Italian family. My dad came out. He's like, I am so ready for this game. Like, everything in my life has prepared me for this game. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to know. We want to know, what do you have? What do you have in you? Not what you gonna do. What do you have? You know, and
what's already in the tank.
Yes, what's in there? What you coming into this game with? Where did you get it from? And he gave us all of that to say, this is who I am. This is what I've been through. This is what I got. This is what I'm gonna use. And I love it. I don't care what nobody says. I'm sorry. He's my winner pick. He is. I like the minds. There's so much about him.
Me too.
That and I've never seen any of these people. I'm just going strictly based on my first impression, what I'm getting. I think that he even has the ability to save himself from danger. So I don't know how long he's gonna make it, but he's got go ahead.
I have two things, Tiff. I'm so sorry. I want to say this. I agree. There's something about when you hear somebody what they went through, that's an important thing. Because when I did this, I told them, I'm street smart. I grew up in a single parent home. This is what happened to me. This is what prepared me to get ready for X, Y, and Z. The fact that he's sitting there talking about the stuff he went through tells me, okay, you're going to be able to talk to people. You're going to be able to relate to people. You probably grew up in a chaotic house. Your parents probably not together. Your dad coming out. You went through some stuff. I will put him in my top 4 for sure. That is what I will say.
Yeah. I was kind of ranking him. He ranked a 10 for me in his just based on my first impression.
Before we go, I was going to ask who your winner picks are and why, and then who you would like to win.
Okay.
I guess I'll start. Let me look at them real quick. I definitely would like to say Tucker. Tucker is definitely somebody who I see as a winner. And I also see...
I think I rated my people based on not who I would like to win, but based on what they gave me and the likelihood of me thinking that they will go far in this game. I do have, I'll tell you, my highly ranked people are actually in order that we saw them is Brooklyn, is Joseph, is Cedric, is Takor, is Quinn, and is Tucker. So that might be my top 5 maybe. So 1, 2. Oh, I do have Kimo up there too, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was my 5. I give you my 5 are Joseph. Joseph, Cedric. I got Joseph, Cedric, Angela, Quinn, Tucker. Those were the ones I ranked the highest.
Wait, Joseph, Angela, Quinn, Tucker. Not us having the exact same top 4.
Joseph, Cedric, Angela, Quinn, Tucker.
Oh. Okay. I don't have Cedric.
Is that 5 or 4?
That's 5.
Those were the 5 I ranked highly on
I'll give you my 5.
Likelihood of going far.
Okay. Tucker for sure. I'm also gonna say Couture. Is that how you say her name?
Takor.
I'm gonna say Angela. I'm gonna say Matt. And lastly, I'm going to say Joseph. That's all I got.
I think we pretty much all have the same top 5. I'm not going to say who I would like to win because I don't know enough about these people yet for me to actively root for one of them. But my top 5, relatively similar to Tiffany's, if not the same. I have Joseph, I have Kimo, I have Angela, Quinn, and Tucker. Now, I would just like to point out, guys, and I think I might be the only alum, I was bragging to Big D about it, who has been able to do this, but I have successfully predicted the winner for the last 5 seasons of BBUS and BB Can solely based on the cast announcement, solely based on the first interview and their photo. I predicted, I said the last 5.
All right, so what you got for us?
Based on what, I'm going to give you 2. And then maybe after we get more Instagram content from Big Brother, then I'll just narrow that down to 1. I think that's fair. But based on what we've gotten from them so far, it's either going to be Joseph or it's going to be Angela.
I think the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Joseph. I definitely could see Joseph, and I definitely could see.
I think
do I have Angela up there? I do have Angela.
Angela's the professional, the business lady, our coworker.
Yeah. Yep. I can see them keeping her.
I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't disagree with you, Hannah.
Yep. All right, guys. Oh, listen, that is our reaction to the cast of BB26. We appreciate you guys listening. Please remember to like and subscribe. And of course, we will be back later this week to recap the first 2 episodes of the 2-night premiere of Big Brother 26. Don't forget, Wednesday, 8 p.m. I know Eastern, you figure it out Central. And same thing.
9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central.
Thank you. And please remember
Don't
to like and comment.
The viewers. CBS is going to be mad.
Like, subscribe, and comment. Remember to subscribe to the Heavy Crown Network, where you get alerts and pings when we're doing things. Come to the Royalty to get your hot, piping Big Brother season 26 tea.
Fresh tea. Hot.
Fresh, hot.
Sometimes before it's even boiled. I'm sorry. We can cut that out, but
we make the tea. We got the tea ready. Just know we got the tea.
The bag is in the mug.
Yeah.
I repeat, the bag isn't. No, I'm just kidding. I was just going to say thank you guys for having me on to guest host this episode. And of course, you guys always put such a big smile on my face. I'm always cracking up with you guys. I broke into another med school. These guys already know that, but I have been so paranoid that they were going to kick me out this whole time because I've been laughing so hard. But no, it's always a joy. So thank you.
Love you, Hannah. Love you, Derek.
We love you.
Love you, Royal Court. Thanks for supporting us.
Yes, thank you. And come to Asa's party Wednesday, Thursday, New York City. Go to her Instagram for the flyer. You never know who will show up.
Be there
and also, guys,
or be square.
Leslie, if anybody is in the Massachusetts area, I will be having a Big Brother watch party this Thursday, actually. So please come out if you want to. Don't feel pressure if you're not. But
follow Big D's socials so you can get the information if you're in Massachusetts for his party.
Bear party.
Thank you. Yeah, my bear party, basically. All right, guys.
You know what?
Bye.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.